Hey guys, welcome back to Stuie's garage. I built some overhead storage, so now we have some more space in the garage for a new project. Let me show you. Or maybe I should say two new projects. It's an exciting day for the channel because we are starting a new project. And the new project is Honda Odysseys from my dad's junkyard. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of parts here. There's not just a lot of parts, there's a lot of Odysseys. There's about 8 of them. So we've got to pick and choose and find the most complete ones and then haul them back to Nevada. But yeah, first we gotta unbury them a little because I got my first car in the way and then this old Mazda and a Suburban. But here comes Dad on the tractor to help us unbury everything. We done did it. Got the Mazda running, pulled out. Got the Suburban pulled out, didn't actually start. I mean, it did start, but it didn't stay running, so I pulled it out with the tractor. So now we have access. Got around and untarped all of them. Now the hunt begins to find out what's looking the healthiest. I guess they got yellow ones too. Honda, pretty cool. All 2-stroke, I think. This one's looking really good right here. This might have been the one we got running a few years ago. Got 8 of them here. So it's gonna be pretty fun to put one together, piece it together. It's cool because you got your throttle and brake on the steering wheel and there's no foot pedals. So you just put your feet in that basket. Yeah, they're kind of funky little carts. They got a lot of power. There you go. Dad's got his own clever way of doing things. Amazing how much we could fit in here. Oh, she's free. Nice job, Dad. So I decided against these guys. They're just not complete enough, but there's plenty of parts here. So I think I'm gonna go with the one that has the electric start and it's mostly complete. And then one of these two. It's got a good pull start. That one's got a good pull start, probably. I guess I could pull on them and see if the engines feel good. Oof. Don't want to snap the cable right off the bat. Oh, wow, that's tight. Let's pull the spark plug out, lube it up. I don't know which one though. There we go. Loading it up. All right, well, we're all loaded up. Got these nice and secure. And let's head back to Nevada and get them fixed. So, these are Honda Odysseys, not the minivan, but the off-road go-karts from the 1980s. Now, I need to find a good way to get these into the garage because they're actually quite heavy. I never used this winch before, but I decided that I could set it up in a very interesting way. This is one anchor, and then we've got power all the way up to the Audi battery, and then the other anchor to this bollard. Man, that worked a lot better than I thought it would. Well, it's in. Now I gotta clean up this giant winch mess. Might do this again. Also, you're probably wondering why I didn't blow up the tires, and that's because they just don't hold air. They've been sitting for a long time, and I tried a couple different times. It's at least inside the garage, and now we can take it apart. Now that I've got that safely supported, I don't think I'll do much work on this thing tonight. However, I will give a sneak peek. I do have a new gas tank, or old new, and new tires. So, got some fronts, some rears to get these replaced. I think now I'll just go around and lube everything so it'll be easy tear down tomorrow. Because as you can see, it doesn't want to turn. So we're gonna need to loosen all that up. There are some cool things laying about, like a rusty bolt, another foot pad, extra parts, another bolt, an air filler, which I'm sure is good, or I guess it's just a tester, some kind of leaves and plastic pieces. Oh, what's that? A metal ball that's threaded on the inside? Well, the push to start feels good. That's something that's cool about this one, is it actually comes with a starter, which I've heard is like an aftermarket hookup. I just need to get battery. I'm already missing a lot of bolts. Those exhaust mounts have seen better days. They're non-existent. I probably will remove this battery tray. I'll keep going around for a minute and moving everything, but I'm not really going to turn to this much. So for new parts, I got a drive belt, a headlight, which you can put right in the middle up top, a carburetor rebuild kit. There it is. Looks to be good quality. Made in Japan. These are just some cheap Amazon tire spoons. Seem like they'll do the job. I really got it because it came with all these new valve stems. But yeah, I got 3 of those. It was really cheap. That's all it for new stuff. And then we've of course got a lot of old stuff. It's like I have a air filter, which is metal, so that can never go bad. And there's the air cleaner holder. And then we got this whole bin right here. So I got some new fenders, new old, and then this whole glorious bin of parts that got left in the rain for 1 entire year. So yeah. Shame. Another full start. Well, that's all the hardware I was able to pull out. I don't know if it's even worthwhile doing this, but I figure I'll probably need some nuts and bolts on this project, so I'll just throw this old rust remover at it, and we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. There's a bunch of crystals inside here. I've reused this rust remover a few times. Let that soak. Day 2. Let's do it. Okay, so I think I figured out what this plate is. This plate basically helps sandwich the wheel halves together. So this is a split rim made up of two rims. You can see this side was attaching to the hub. So actually only those three bolts were, connecting it to the hub itself. 1, 2, 3. So these square holes here, 1, 2, 3, hold the rim sandwiched together. This plate acts as like a kind of washer to do that. But on a lot of the wheels I was missing these square, I guess you call them carriage bolts. I only had 5 of them between all 4 tires, and each tire should have 2 or 3. The rears have 2, so we'll have to get some more of those. So I'm gonna loosen up this seat. Hit my head pretty good on this guy. Oh man, okay. It comes right off. Wow. I mean, aside from the leather, I think this seat actually will be fine. You can put a little extra foam in to recover it. It's wild how the seat base is that worn, but the seat back actually held up really well. Okay, that's for another day. That frees up a lot of room for working on the engine. And you can see our wiring nightmare a little better now. Also, this bar is supposed to be screwed in to the seat base, but it's been hit and it bent back, so we'll have to fix that too. I'd like to remove the exhaust. I think these are the only bolts really holding it in. And we've got the springs, of course. Let them soak. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So those would be some of the worst. I mean, that's weird. It sounds like it's full of water. I don't know where that water would be, but it's not coming out either end. Should see what's in here. Oh, that was way looser than I thought it would be. Wow, that plug looks really new. Very clean. I mean, it might be a new plug. Here's what it looks like up the exhaust hole. Not great. Looked like the exhaust was full of water at one point. You can see the side of the piston kind of in there. I don't know, man. I guess I'll remove the carburetor so we can get a better look down into the cylinder. That's actually really bad. I'm going to say clean, but very rusty, dirty. Let's see if this will pop out. It's pretty easy. Oh, okay. Well, this thing is dead. You can see it's torn up completely. Split right there, so that's too bad, but I think there was another one in that parts pile. It doesn't look terrible. Not rusty, really. I mean, well, there's some of that white aluminum corrosion. Yeah, that should help. I don't know. This engine's looking a little rough. I'm starting to think maybe I should have grabbed the other Odyssey, but we'll give this a try and let it soak overnight. It looks pretty cool now that it's not bubbly. I don't know if you can see that. There's like some kind of reaction taking place, and the PV blaster's like bubbling up in there. I'm gonna go check on our rust treatment hardware. Oh look, it's been raining. That's too bad. Oh, well, I think it worked. I'm throwing out this fluid. Nasty. It's not really rust colored anymore. Ew. Well, we couldn't get the tire rims off, so we're just cutting them off. Ryan, my buddy, got him over and he's chopping off the bead, which is the most stuck part. I'll show you the method we had to use to get that first half rim off. Just drill a hole and then take it with the little skill saw or whatever this thing's called. I don't know what it's called. Dang. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just the stem.
Yeah, the stem. So the razor cuts the rubber real good, but I think there's some steel bands in there that it's not gonna go through.
Did you want to use a grinder?
No, I'm kind of thinking so, but at the same time, like I don't want to bump the rim, especially being inside a corner like that. It's not like it's flat. You know what I mean? You could just kind of like work your way down.
Nice and rusty in here. Yeah, what's nice is like when you see the sparks, you know you've gone too far.
Right.
Oh, it smells.
It's literally like burning a tire. Yeah, see, I think that actually that metal piece, see that's a steel band in the tire. What I actually hit there instead of the...
Oh, geez. Yeah, I thought it was a rim.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know.
So there's like a bunch of them?
I think so.
Oh, wow. It's like a cable. It's like a full cable.
It is.
With a bunch of strands in it.
Bend them back as I
Yeah,
go.
those wire cutters suck. I have better ones. If you look at the tip of those, it's chipped. So if you use these ones, that's a fresh
I see
tip.
what you're saying.
Yeah. There's a bunch right there.
There is.
Alright, well, I'll take my rubber burning shift. That is satisfying.
Hey!
All that rust. Oh man. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There we go. Two beautiful rims ready for new tires. I think I'm gonna go get one of those big jugs of rust remover. Because they sell like a couple gallon ones.
Do they? Let's buy a 5-gallon bucket.
Kind of made a mess. Look at it. Oh, we got plenty to choose from now, so that's good. But look at the amount of rust. inside those tires. Oof. It looks like, I don't know, some kind of chocolate mix, cake mix. Gross. Alright, cool. Well, tires are not even close to being done, but at least we got started. That was a lot of rust, and I went ahead and wire wheeled them. I would like to rust remove what's left on these, but I don't think I have enough rust remover to submerge these. But I do have an idea, and if I just put these rims into this bucket, we can do is just put the rust remover and pour it in here and then keep the bucket on an angle maybe? And then everything should get submerged. Yeah, like that. Everything in there is gonna be submerged, and what I'll do then is I'll come out here every few hours and just roll it, and then the rims will just stay submerged, and then I'll be able to treat the whole outside where all the rust is, and the inside too. So that's actually working a lot better than I expected. Well, it's what, day 3 maybe? It's pretty cold in the garage. Well, it was about freezing, but I ran the heaters and now we're doing okay. I don't think Minion really likes it out here. How do you like it? Use your heating pad. Anyways, today I think we'll get into the carb rebuild. Got a nice little setup here. Should be pretty simple. Not a huge carb. And de-rustification seems to be working pretty good in the bucket. So the rims should be good, and then we can mount tires. Of course, I would like to paint them first. I bust open our little new headlight. It's pretty cool, from Harbor Freight. I got it for a deal. I got it for like, I don't know, 17, 18 bucks, something like that. And we're gonna make a custom bracket. This is the old bracket for the 80s style huge glass lens headlight. But this one uses a lot less voltage. It's only 15 watt. Those old ones are 60 watt, so that should really help. And it supposedly shoots 350 feet forwards. So really excited to put that one in. But yeah, let's get cracking on it. Actually, I'm gonna try and remove this pull start, because I want to see what's behind it. It's kind of a tight clearance. Hopefully it'll remove. It's just 3 bolts, 3 little tins. Assuming this will just lift up, but nothing is coming. If I pull this one engine bolt, I should be able to rock the whole engine forwards. I mean, pulling the engine's not hard, it's a couple bolts, so I guess I'll just do that. Okay. Oops. The pull starts out. The starter motor is cool. Just like any old starter motor. Turn it on and it screws outwards. Whoop. Hits the gear in there. Cranks it. I really need a bench to work on stuff. Bunch of washers, a spring, another spring, another washer, kickouts. I'll pull this, the spring's gonna come off. Yeah, there it goes. Kind of rusty. Should be able to reset this back in here. If I get some pliers or something. Oof. When you're doing this, it's ideal to get some like vice grip pliers, because trying to hold them tight the whole time can be pretty rough. Okay. Alright, cool. So I got that back in place. It needs to be oiled pretty bad, but it looks like it's functional. It's not rust welded, so that's good actually. We just gotta get a new rope. This little hook here interfaces with that loop here, and then, you know, it winds up. It's a whole thing, but should be fine. Okay, back from the store, spent another $100, but got some good things to help us on our journey. Here we got an air filter, which I actually just bought on a whim. I don't know if this is actually going to fit, but that diameter looks the same as the carburetor. And that should go there. That's pretty close. So I think I should be able to hose clamp that, and it should make a nice air filter. Rear stoplight. Got some new fuel line. Some BBs. Got a switch. Was thinking of hiding a like kill switch somewhere. Got a fuel filter. Was able to get 12 feet of this really nice nylon rope braided. Super heavy duty. I took in the old piece from the pull start to reference what size, and this was pretty close, so that's gonna do good for new pull start. And of course some replacement PB, because I've been using a lot of blaster on this project. Almost out. And some black paint for the rims. I've been waiting for this, but I didn't have any BBs. Sorry, there's a little door here. And then you take your BBs, and without spilling, oh, I spilled one. Fill it up, shut your door, now you cock it. So now there's a BB on that little magnet stick. Push for safe. Push to fire, pump it up. Oh, come on. Well, clean through, I think. Yeah, straight through. Both of them. Oh, shoot. Wow. They had a lot of power. More power than I thought. They've embedded themselves into the wall. Don't tell my wife. There we go. Did. Thank you, Evan. This is a super cool BB thrower. BB thrower. Anyways, thanks for the BB thrower. It's pretty cool. I will use it to destroy the Black Widows. You will see that in further videos. I'll explode them. Well, there's no point in this whole project if the engine doesn't turn. And soak the whole thing. Now that we have access to this ring gear, whatever it's called, should be able to pry it and see if it'll actually move. I've put the bolts back into the engine mounts. Ooh. Oh, it does not want to move really. I am going the right way. That's the way the starter turns the engine. I'll try turning the engine backwards. Well, got some pretty bad news. Finally got it moving, and it was like really crunchy, and I was like, what's that crunchy sound? and it's so rusty down in the crankcase. It's like crunchy rusty. It's hard to see on camera, but the if you go on one side with the light, like the crankshaft is probably all crunched up, because this thing was just like sitting there with its carb, like the intake pointed to the sky, so it must have caught a lot of rain and filled up that crankcase at one point, and then it just sat and crusted. I don't know what to do. This engine's probably not worth trying to like make run without a rebuild. Probably need to pull the whole thing out and take it apart, but I have the other engine outside and we can check the condition on that one. So yeah, kind of a mess. I don't know if it's even worth putting any effort into now.